Hi, this is Mike,
And this is Fran.
and this is Mike and Fran Unrehearsed, episode 25. Wow. Hey, Mom, I hope you had a happy new year.
Well, just stayed home. It
Yeah.
was happy.
That's what we did.
It wasn't snappy happy. It was
Snappy happy.
just happy.
Well, we tried to tune into some of the programs and got a little disillusioned, as I recall, and wound up watching that old special on what was it called?
Entertainment.
Entertainment? No,
Yeah.
no. What was it called?
Some sort of
Oh,
entertainment.
come on now. It was That's Entertainment. That's what it was. And I didn't know there was actually three of those programs, but the first one must have been in like the 1940s or something, because remember how it panned across the table of all the old movie stars and we were trying to figure out who
Well,
they were?
MGM.
Well, that was
Yeah.
all at MGM, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting because it had a really young Frank Sinatra in there, and oh my God, Jimmy Durante was in there, and all kind of people, and Bing Crosby, and yeah, we saw that one tune from High Times that Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby did, and I recorded it and posted it on
High
my Facebook.
society.
Oh, that's right. What did I say?
I have no idea what you said.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
check out that film anyway. What we wound up doing was watching some of those programs and then tuning back in to midnight and having a woohoo once New Year's hit. But I was watching for the ball to drop in New York at Times Square. It never dropped. It's just a figure of speech.
I thought it did.
No, no.
Well.
We did the countdown, and it got to like 3, 2, 1, and then the light on the ball went out, and then like sparks and fireworks went off, and it was all of a sudden Happy New Year. And I'm going, where's the ball drop, man? That's just a figure of speech now. Ball drop. It doesn't mean a ball's dropping, but I thought it did. Silly
I thought
me.
it did come down
No,
slowly.
I don't think it did.
Well.
And I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked and I didn't see it anywhere. Yeah. So anyway. So I guess it's time to take all our Christmas decorations down, huh, Mom?
Well, it all depends.
What do you think?
I talked to my sister Donna in Portland, Oregon, and she had taken hers down. And I'm thinking, well, gee, keep them up and you enjoy the season longer. Happy.
Yeah, well.
And I was reading articles on people that were keeping them up longer this year. And
Oh, yeah.
then I thought, hey, is that the reason? Or is it I just lack the energy
So what were you
Or-
trying
or-
to say?
or lack the incentive, really, to get it done? I
Well,
don't know which it was,
it's called-
saying,
it's-
let's keep it up longer, or I just really don't feel
It's
like
called
doing
lazy,
it.
Mom. It's called it's called I don't know, jet lag from the
Well,
holidays.
we have a lot.
That's
We
what
have
it's called.
3 or 4 wreaths up, and we have sparklies up our stairs, and we have,
Yeah, but it
Stuff
took us
out
like
on a
it took us
coffee
like 3
table.
weeks to get it all up. So why take it all down?
well, we didn't even put all of it up this year.
I'm going to leave it all up forever. I'm going to leave it up till Easter. How's that?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
We didn't put up the
So
display
we had
in
the little
front
houses
window.
in the front with the
We
snow.
didn't do the houses
We
and the
usually
snow
do
and
that.
Santa.
You don't like to do it, so I do it. But
We didn't do
you
it
don't-
this year.
This year we didn't do that. That's the only thing we didn't do.
No,
we did
well,
everything else.
I didn't do the greenery up and down the stairs.
Well, because we got the sparkly
but
lights
you
on
did
there
a
now.
sparkly something
So
else.
that was pretty good, I
yes.
thought. Anyway, I guess we'll leave them up for a little while. What do you think? Okay,
Till I feel like taking them down.
that's exactly right.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So you're listening to 216 The Net. That's live internet radio at 216thenet.com on Wednesdays at noon. And hey guys, if you have a chance, check out www.mikeandfriendradio.com. All of our shows are there, plus some crazy little holiday videos that we put together from our Christmas party at Lisa's house, and we're opening some gifts. Mom got some crazy. I don't know what was in that box, Mom. It was like a beer pong game that kids play, and I got Mom opening up. It was a grab bag. And
Oh, it's a
was
grab
like,
bag,
And I
yes.
didn't even look at the box until after I looked at the picture. I'm like, that's the most ridiculous looking gift ever for Mom. Beer pong. You're wearing a hat with like a beer in it, and you got to throw a ping pong in there, and then you got to chug a beer.
Yeah, but that was in the grab
Yeah, I
bag.
know,
where-
but you were opening it, so it looked like it was your gift. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked.
No,
So,
and somebody else took it away from
yeah,
me.
well, because it's a grab bag,
Yeah.
Mom. You know, you pick a gift and then somebody else grabs it.
Well,
and
I didn't want
Thank
it.
God Ryan grabbed it because I don't want to keep that thing.
He
What am I going
wanted
to do
it.
with that? Well, he's going to use it. He's going to make the best
Yeah.
use out of it. Anyway, I think we did pretty good for grab bag. We did it. We did those little fuzzy towels, those really plush towels for the bathroom, and some nice little hats. I think I went to Costco for our grab bags. I think it was pretty good. I got some of those chocolate liqueur things, you know, like a whole case of them. You can't believe it. It's got vodka, it's got drambuie, it's got
You
whiskey
like
in
that.
there. And actually, I was going around. It was a heavier one. Linda looked at me and she goes, "You're gonna like that. You're gonna like that." I go, "Okay, that was good enough for me," because you don't really know what it is. Could have been a, bunch of bricks in that box or something like that, but it wasn't. Anyway, guys. Hey, if you gotta go, call Joe, guys. Joe's Plumbing. Joe offers 10% discount and free estimates. How about that? And tune in to a show called How to Succeed in Business During a Pandemic with my friend Wendy Lally on Mondays at 11:45. And on my site, www.mikeandfriendradio.com, she's giving away a 60-minute coaching session which will help you make the most out of your digital communications and social media. Hey, if you're starting a new business, she's the perfect person to call right now. So check it out on my website and we'll set you up. Okay? Sound good? Oh, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and send us some questions, guys. We're desperate. We're going to have to make up our own. What do you think about that? Well, we come up with what we want to talk about, and then we make a question out of it. No. We wait until people give us a question. We call them up and we say, ask this question. And then, anyway, go to mikeandfriendradio@gmail.com and send us your questions, and we'll say your name and where you're from on the air and get her done. What do you guys think? Sound good? All right. Thanks so much. Hey, guys, if you remember from last week, one of Mom's student teachers, Nancy Dombrowski, was listening to our show and sent us a really nice note. And apparently they really had a good time together when they were teaching at Grant Wood, right? Was it Grant Wood or Claremont?
Claremont.
Oh, it was Claremont. Yeah.
No, it was Grant Wood.
Okay, I'm sorry.
God, no, I can't remember now.
Was it Grant Wood? I don't know.
I'm
well,
not
anyway,
sure.
Anyway, it was 44 years ago, so maybe Mom might not have to remember that. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that we responded. We actually read Nancy's letter, and she heard it last Wednesday and responded. She's like, "Holy moly, guys! Wow, that was awesome!" And we responded to her as well. And I said, "Yeah, I'm just thrilled that you guys, you and your husband, were able to tune in and listen, and we're having a good time listening to Mom and I cut up on the air and talk about all kind of things." Right, Mom? I mean, that was great.
Well,
And then-
right, and I answered her back with, we had so many sweet memories together, and she was such a neat person, and
Yeah.
it was so good after 44 years ago that we got in contact again. Of
That's
course, we've
fantastic.
written back and forth
Yeah.
in a car.
Oh, who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
maybe one of these days we could have
Yes.
like a student-teacher reunion or something like that. I mean that would be something to film, I think.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, maybe we can make like a little ceremony out of it. Maybe like a roast Fran Latone roast. Okay. I'm the only one that thinks that would be fun.
Yep, that's
but-
right.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that was pretty awesome.
Anyway, it was so good to hear that Nancy listened.
It was fantastic. Hello, Nancy out there. Hope you're listening again. And we'll talk to you soon,
Yes.
okay? All right. Thank you so much. Hey, anybody watch that Bears-Packers game on Sunday? Woo-wee. We didn't exactly win. 35-16 Packers. But I guess they gave it their best shot, I guess. But anyway, it's not over for us because we're in the wild card race here, and we're going to face the Saints next weekend. So cross your fingers. We can still do it, can't we? Can't we,
You
Mom?
heard that laugh.
All right, Mom doesn't think so, but I'm always hopeful. You just never know. I mean, they won 3 in a row. hey, maybe the Packers might be the problem, but they should be able to beat anybody else, right? Saints are kind of touch and go.
We'll
So,
see.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? Well, Mom, it's 2021, and the vaccinations are flying left and right. There's, 5 companies now giving them out? And no time we'll all be vaccinated and everything will be fine.
No. I think I read somewhere that it would take a year and a half to get the whole population vaccinated in the United States.
Well,
It'll take a long time.
it's funny.
And it has been taking a long time now.
Well, Mr. Anthony Fauci has said something about that.
I know.
He did say that, all you have to do is read the paper and you can tell that it's not going as smooth as it had been planned.
Just not having the
Well, it's just-
vaccine as fast as you.
It's just not, they're not
want
set
it,
up
yeah.
for it. It's a lot
All
more
right.
complicated. It's going to take a
Yeah.
lot more time. People lining up, waiting hours to get the shot,
Well,
and
look
then
at
they don't get it.
Florida.
And I know. Florida
in
was
Florida,
in the,
people waited 13, 14
it
hours.
was
They
insanity.
slept overnight sitting in chairs and.
And they're trying to get
But Florida did differently. They were the first ones being administered to were the elderly folk.
yeah.
And other places did it far
Well,
differently.
actually,
And Florida has a great deal of the elderly folk.
yes, they do. Everyone retires in Florida.
And that's what they were hitting first.
But
Here
actually-
we were doing the people that worked on the lines, the nurses, the doctors, the
well,
people
they're doing that
first.
too here, but I
Yeah.
think they're,
Well,
maybe,
that's what
maybe
we're
doing it
doing
more in
first.
Florida because there's more of those kind of facilities
Yes,
out
that's
there.
right.
Because there's more retired folks down there.
That's right.
But yeah, it's not going as good as it can be going. But Mr. Dr. Anthony Fauci did say that Mr. Joe Biden, President-elect Joe Biden, had pledged to administer 100 million shots of the vaccine within his first 100 days in
Really?
office. And he says that is possible. He said it's achievable.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Well,
what-
I have to think about it. I happen to be 94 in a few weeks,
That's
and
right.
I have an allergy.
Yep.
And I read somewhere that you had to beware if you had allergies of a type, but I think they said serious allergies. I wouldn't want to get, because I have allergies, get the shot and be under a problem, you know?
Well, they're saying that if you have severe allergies,
I think-
there's a fine line there between
Mine aren't severe.
minor, medium, and severe. I don't know what a severe allergy is. I mean, you hear about people that are severely allergic to like peanuts and things like that their tongue would swell up and they can't
Yeah.
breathe and they die. But I mean that's severe to me.
Oh, I know. I've had him in my classroom.
Well, yeah.
Had him in my classroom. You had to. One little girl could not even eat in the classroom with the other people
Well,
because they might have something in their little lunches that would affect her, even the
just-
smell or stuff.
yeah.
you
Well,
know.
it can't touch you or anything, and then you hear about people like making them eat a peanut or rubbing it on them or
Yeah.
something like that. It's just insane what's going
Yeah.
on with these allergies. But
Yeah.
the thing is that they're saying that even though you have a severe allergic reaction, they can take care of that. They can
If it's
handle
done
that.
at a place
They know
that- yeah.
how to take care of a severe
Yes.
allergy. They don't know how to
Yes.
take care of a person that has a severe case of COVID-19,
Yeah.
right? So,
You're probably right.
well, I mean, it comes, to a personal choice, I guess, if you're
Well,
going
you
to
have
take
to
it or
take
not.
2 shots.
Yeah, you have to
With
take
an
2
interval
shots.
in between of 3
But-
weeks or 2
Well,
weeks.
if we were going to get a shot for you, we would
Yeah.
have to determine how severe your allergies actually are and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And
Yep.
hopefully by then there'll be other people, maybe your age, that have taken it and have not had any problems.
Yes.
And then I'll feel a lot safer about it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. But the other thing is that there's that new strain now, which is much easier to catch, but it has the same severity as far as the.
Yeah, so far they said it does not have more complications.
No, it's the same, but it's easier to catch.
Mm-hmm.
So we might be looking at a little bit of a bump in infections here before it sort of starts going down and becoming
Yep.
less of an issue out there. But who knows? I did hear this though. So we heard about a young woman that got COVID-19. I don't know. I think she was 18 years old, and
Oh, in the
and
paper.
the poor kid died within 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days. So I mean,
Perfectly healthy.
these things happen.
Wow.
It's proof to those people that still don't believe there is a virus out there that there is a virus and it is killing people. You know, as if we have to prove that anymore at this point.
Yeah.
But there are still people with that mindset, which is insane. But what I'm trying to say is that this poor kid, you know, got it so quick, and it just took over her body so fast. Wasn't anything you could do about it. Even though there's a vaccine out, you have to take 2 of them. So you take 1 shot. 2 weeks later, you take another shot,
And then you build up an immunity.
And then you have to wait another week
Yeah.
before it's actually effective.
you
So
have
you're
to
looking at
build
3
up an
weeks.
immunity,
If you get it
yes.
now, or even within that 3 weeks, you're still going to get it.
Yeah.
So you know you got to be careful. You got to be
It's
careful.
still a scary thing.
You got to be very careful.
Okay.
Anyway, baby steps, Mom. Baby steps.
Yep.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
All right.
All right. Well, Mom, let's just say thanks again to all the first responders out there and all the folks that are working very hard every day, putting their life at risk to save our butts, right? To keep us all healthy. And that's just, wow.
And to all other people. My son and I both read an article in the newspaper and both came to one another and said, hey, read this
All right.
one.
So what was the most interesting article that you read
This
recently about people helping out with this pandemic? And
Well, it was the gentleman who was 71, retired carpenter,
oh, that's right.
who was building desks for kids who did not have anything to do their schoolwork on. That were doing it on the floor, he said.
in the basement,
in corners
on
and
the washing
things.
machine,
Yeah.
all kind of things like that.
So he was making a very good-looking desk with a little drawer to pull out, and then he took a number of them over to his nearest school
oh,
and
that's right.
gave them to the school to give out to certain peoples.
now, isn't that great?
Yeah.
Isn't
Yes.
that great?
Well,
And-
it's hard to think that you didn't have a table somewhere, though, that you couldn't.
Well,
A lot of people have a dining room, and they live in more of the kitchen and the den, and you could set up at the dining room.
I never know.
Well, when I was a teacher, I didn't have a desk downstairs. After my kids and family were in the den or in the kitchen, I closed the door that went to the dining room, and the dining room table is where I corrected all my papers and did all my work for
Well-
year after year after year after year.
Well, I mean, let's say they got like 3 kids, where
Yeah.
are they all going to go? They want
Yeah,
to work on
that's
their
it.
own.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe one kid might have the table, one might have the basement, one might have
Yeah.
the bedroom. I mean, I don't know.
Well, anyway, whatever it was a very nice thing that the man did.
I think he just, I don't know how he heard about it. Maybe in an article in the paper he
That
read
kids
that
were
the
not
kids
having an area or
needed
anything
a
to
place
work
to
on.
study,
Yeah.
and he goes, I can do
Yeah.
something about
Yeah.
that.
But
and
there
he
are
started building these desks.
Many people that come up to help people in need now.
It's just a great thing.
That's one of the good things about human beings, mankind.
Well, I love to read the paper, and I love to read those stories. And they're just great.
About being generous and good of their
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I do that when I can. If I can do something to help, I will. Or if I can, I'll try to do what I can to help as much as possible.
Anyway, you read the article, I read the article, and we each said, hey, read that.
Yeah, it was
That's a
good.
good article.
Well, I mean, these days you get the paper and
Made
it's
you
like,
feel good.
is that it? It feels like it's like paper thin. It's like there's nothing to talk about anymore. But we read it from
Cover to cover.
cover to cover.
Yes,
do.
front to back.
Every
Yes.
day, every day. And of course, Mom has to do the crossword puzzles. So,
Well, I
without
have
that-
a panic attack, a paper
yeah,
attack. If my
right.
paper
That's right.
doesn't come, I'm a creature of habit.
Without the crossword puzzle, there's just no reason to get out of bed, basically. That's right.
My son in Connecticut does not have a daily newspaper coming.
I would go nuts.
He says I can get everything on the computer. Well, I said
don't like
no.
It's
I
not the
just
same.
think having it in the hand and sitting and reading it, because that's what I've done all my life. Is
It's not the
it's a
same as
pattern
having
I
a paper
like.
in your hand and sitting
Yeah.
down with a nice
Yeah.
warm coffee and reading the paper.
but I
Yeah.
like it in my hand.
And if I see an article I like, I'll take a picture of it and I'll frame it and I'll post it on Facebook or whatever.
Oh,
Or,
I'll cut it out and send it to my
that's
sisters
right.
in Oregon.
That's right. I'll even do
Yeah.
videos of television programs that I like. So,
Yeah.
like the last one I did was that High Society thing. So, I took a little video right off the TV and I posted it, and you know what? It came out pretty good.
All right.
So, I don't know. We'll do those kind of things.
Okay.
Why not, right? Why not? All right, so here's a good question, Mom. What have you guys been eating lately that's both healthy and tasty? That's always a challenge because these days, Mom doesn't like a lot of things, really. She's got a particular appetite. And I try to ask her what she wants, and what does she say? What do you say?
Well,
Mom?
it's also you won't. He's my warden.
Yeah.
He won't let me eat a lot of things. I
No.
love ham.
Ham.
Well, you only should eat ham 4 times a year.
Well, according to
him.
the doctor, it's
Yeah.
like, well, it's processed and it's salty. and
So
it's got
we have a
sodium
ham, and then we eat a little bit, and it disappears downstairs somewhere,
Well,
and I never see it
To
again.
be honest with you, Ma, we probably should have got like a turkey breast or something like that. Maybe we should have ate tofu for Thanksgiving. How's that? Does that sound good? Yeah, or I mean for Christmas. Goose, that's what we usually do.
I know you're doing
We
what's
usually
right.
have a ham for Christmas.
You're doing what's
So-
right, and I'm crabby.
Well, no, it's just that, we're supposed to have low protein, low phosphorus, and low sodium for, better kidney health and that kind of thing. And that's all. But, you look at this, you look at that, we got a little diabetes going on here too. So we try to eat those foods, and then we got to look at the other foods. that
Well,
are
we
good
eat
for
a
you.
lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables.
We do. And,
So.
every once in a while you go on Facebook and you see this quick little recipe. And I saw one, it was like 5 little recipes for like some breakfast food, a lot of eggs. You cut an avocado in half and put an egg in there with a little, tomatoes or salsa or cheese, and then you bake it. And
That
then,
one didn't turn out real good.
if you bake an avocado, you know what it tasted
Yeah.
like? A potato.
It
Like
wasn't tasty.
Like an old potato.
Yep.
That's what they
An
should have called
old
it. They should have
potato.
said green old potatoes. Here's how you make them.
This one didn't turn out
No,
well.
it didn't turn out that good. And then the other one was this. You buy like this. What is it? Like this breakfast sausage. Like Jimmy Dean's like breakfast sausage in a tube or something, and they press it out in like a cupcake tin. Like 12 of them, and then they put some eggs in there, and they put some basil on there or bacon or something like that with some cheese. That wasn't bad, but you know what? That breakfast sausage is salty. It's kind of salty, so I didn't really like that one either. But there was one that we really liked. It was like
Crust.
it was a quiche. It was a quiche.
Yeah.
But you made it. Are you ready? You made the crust with what?
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Yeah, see, people have been doing that
You
for a
used
long
cauliflower.
Well,
I
it's
couldn't
new to
believe it.
you.
And that was fun. So you just throw that whole cauliflower in a processor. You grind it up into nothing, and then you squeeze out a little water, and then you microwave it for like 5 minutes, and then you press it into a pie tin, just like pie crust. And then you put some eggs on there, some feta cheese mixed in there, and what else? I don't know. I think we did.
Whatever it was good.
It was asparagus tips and spinach, and that came out really good. Now next time I want to try like maybe a bigger tin, because ours was kind of thick compared to the one I saw in the picture. But it was good. I think we still have one piece in there, so that was really tasty. I'll try that again. There's a little bit of a learning curve. I'm just saying you gotta like spread it out kind of like thin, but leave it a little bit on there for like a crust. Yeah. Anyway, we'll do that quiche again. I think that was at least 1 out of 5 turned out good, right? What's the difference between a souffle and a quiche? I'm not sure.
I'd have to go look it up. I'm not adept
Souffle,
at
I think,
either
is
one.
like more puffy, kind of like I don't know, lighter.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was a quiche, though, I think, that we made. So it was actually pretty good. So we'll do that one again. So I recently got one of these air fryers, and there's a couple recipes on here. You want to hear about them?
Well, I don't know how many people have an air fryer and want to hear about them, Mike.
Well,
You do 1 or 2,
I
but you
got
don't go
one.
through. He's got a whole pile of them.
there's a couple here that might be good. I mean, people think, well, I don't eat fried food, but it's not all about fried food. I mean, yeah, you can do like French fries in there, or sweet potato fries, or coconut shrimp and stuff like that, and it's better for you because it's not deep fried. So it's like sort of having fried
Doesn't have the
food,
oil.
but
Yeah.
not really fried. It's
Yeah.
hot air fried, so it's much better for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got more books than I know what to do with now on air
Is it?
frying recipes. And I'm telling you, I'm going to try a couple here. There's one here that's a quick shrimp scampi. I'm like shrimp. We could try that one in a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. And here's your quinoa. Quinoa. Quinoa burger. How about that? Quinoa burger with cucumber dill yogurt sauce. Now, does that sound good or what?
No, I don't like quinoa.
Come
No,
on.
I'm not crazy
When I
about
make it, you're gonna like it. Look,
All
quinoa
right.
with feta cheese and dill. We're gonna try
Yeah.
that one. Looks great. Looks like a regular burger. Oh, it's a black and white picture, but looks like a regular burger. How about Thai turkey and zucchini meatballs?
I like that.
Now that looks good too.
Yeah, that
Over a
looks
little
really
pasta
good.
with some green onions.
I like zucchini in most things.
Okay, we're gonna try these. So there's some new recipes to try. I just love trying new recipes because you never know which one you're gonna really like, and then you do it again and again and again and again and again, or just make a big batch and then freeze it. But then you don't know what you froze, so then you go down
You
there
have
and
to
you'll be like,
label it.
"What is
Label
this? I don't know what it is." And then
You can label it.
you just
son.
unfreeze it and you're surprised.
All right.
So the other day we did that. We had that lentil soup with adzuki beans. I made a whole bunch of it, and I took it out, and you can kind of smell it a little bit, and I thought it was going to be good, and it was. So anyway, I should label them though, right?
That's right. We have guess what we got today?
Yeah, well, it's a mystery.
Yeah.
It's a mystery food,
Yeah.
mystery date. No, like that's something else.
All right.
So here's a question for me, Mom. If you were to buy a new computer, what would it be, a Mac or a PC? Well, that's a real good question because you know what? I recently had to get a new computer. And I've been sort of a Mac guy, although I have used PCs, but the last PC I used was probably Windows XP, and then Windows 7 and Windows 10 came out, and I went shopping around, and Macs are usually a little bit more expensive. They're usually better for more graphics and video editing and things like that, which I do a little bit of. And so I was kind of leaning in that direction. They have a new processor called the M processor, which is Apple's own processor, and it's supposed to be sort of the wave of the future. And I kind of wanted to get that one, but it's going to probably cost me about $1,200 for that particular computer. But I started looking at the PC. So PCs are usually Intel processors or AMD processors. So you'll see like an i3, an i5, or an i7, or even an i9 from Intel, which are their processors. And then from AMD, you have this new Ryzen processor, Ryzen. And supposedly, if you're comparing an i5 to an AMD, the Ryzen 5 has deeper thread counts, and basically it's going to be a better processor if you're doing a lot of crunching with video and stuff like that. If you're doing games, they're still saying stay with the Intel brand for like an i5 or an i7. But they said the Ryzen processor from AMD now is sort of the preferred processor for folks that are doing a lot of crunching and video editing and things like that. So I was looking at an i5 versus a Ryzen 5, and it was a little bit cheaper, about $200. And then I saw a very rare Ryzen 7 processor, which compares to the i7. So what I wound up getting was a Dell Inspiron Ryzen 7 for like $900. But you know what? I like to buy the open box computers at Best Buy. They have certified excellent or excellent, which means they're brand spanking new. They don't have any documentation, and you know what? I got it for $200 less, so I'm really happy. I paid $700 for a AMD Ryzen 7 processor with 512 gigabyte solid state drive, which is faster.
What does a PC stand for?
Personal computer, Mom. But
I-
we'll get into that next time.
Oh.
Woo. Well, that's it for now, guys. See you next week.
Enjoy 2021. Bye, Fran.
Perfect.